Hey, it's Eric Hulkran, and on this episode of the podcast, we're talking to Kevin Walsh, president of Schaafsma Heating and Cooling, about the red carpet difference. And joining me as usual from Schaafsma Heating and Cooling, President Kevin Walsh. Kevin, how are you, my friend?
I am doing wonderful. How are you doing?
I am excellent. So we have been going through this quarantine for what seems like an eternity. But one of the things that you keep hearing over and over again is the amount of people who have not gone to the doctor and kept up their own health maintenance and all of the ramifications that will happen if people just don't keep up their regular dentist appointments or eye appointments or general practitioners. And that got me thinking, and I wanted to talk to you about this idea because one of the things that you have talked to me both on this podcast and in person is this idea of understanding the whole home as its own body and keeping everything kind of in shape and ready to go. So as we go into one season and out the other, that everything works like it's supposed to. It's cold when it's supposed to be cold. It's warm when it's supposed to be warm, which brings me to the red carpet maintenance and the idea that keeping up with this at this time is equally important when it comes to the life and health of your home. Would you agree?
I would agree, and I think you made a really good analogy. I'd never thought of it that way as far as the health. And you think of dentists and how they encourage people to keep coming to the dentist, even though, of everything that's going on right now. And the maintenance is the same way. Your teeth start to decay. You can't go back and undo that. Well,
right.
as your HVAC equipment starts to age, not doing the maintenance on there has ramifications down the road. And even starting it, halfway through its life cycle, you can't go back and undo what you've missed early on.
And I would imagine, Kevin, as we're heading towards September, we're rocketing into September, as there's a change in season, that's when people start to discover, they might not have noticed, I would say in May, when here in Michigan, we had a particularly cold May, but typically when you get into the summer months is when you figure out that your AC didn't work. And that's when the scramble phone calls happen. And we're heading into another one of those when the temperature drops to 40 and you go to turn the heat on and you go, doesn't work. I haven't called my HVAC guy in, I don't know, a year and a half or 2 years. And so walk me through the red carpet maintenance and how often should you guys be coming out to see what's going on in my house? And B, kind of what can I expect as a consumer when you guys show up?
So we should come out once for each piece of equipment. If you have air conditioning, we should come out once a year for that. If you have on the furnace side, we should come out once a year for that. Climates, in south of here, they can get by with just one visit per year because you can do them both at the same time. We really can't do both if we're going to do it properly. Now, as far as what you get, it depends. We have three different levels really of the maintenance program. One is more of a basic inspection of the equipment, make sure it's operating. A little bit of general maintenance on it, but it's more of let's make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to, so that when you have the day like after Memorial Day and you've turned your air conditioner on and go, oh, it doesn't work and it's 95 degrees outside. Every heating company in town was besieged with phone calls that day. And people were just calling to, how fast can you get here? Well, it's, 2, 3, 4 days out. They call around, they come back to you. How far out are you now? Well, we're 5, 6 days out now.
Right. Right.
So, but that's, that makes sure that your equipment's going to work and function as you expect it to. You can go up to what we call the VIP plan. Same thing, except now we're going through and we're really testing components in there to make sure that they're operating still within manufacturer's specifications. Not just that they're still working, but actually working the way they're supposed to. Doing a little bit more thorough, in-depth maintenance on more components. And then that comes with, because we've done that, we're willing to put a longer warranty on our work at the same time. We'll guarantee our labor that we've done for 2 years, just because we know we've gone through and done a really thorough inspection on the equipment. And then the Superstar plan is really our all-inclusive. You know, if you're somebody that I want my equipment to work and I don't want to have to worry about it, I don't want to have to worry about big repairs down the road. People sign up for that and they just make a monthly payment. We come out twice a year, make sure it works. And if something fails, breaks on it, whatever, we come out there and we fix that, and it's no charge at that point. They're part of our Superstar program.
Which, Kevin, leads me to remind people, if they're not familiar with at least one of the things that makes Schaafsma special, is your certifications. And here in the state of Michigan, not all HVACs are created equal. Can you remind people why this certification is so special to what you guys do and what makes you guys top of the heap there?
Well, yeah, what we try to do, and we get all our service technicians and our installation technicians, is to get them NATE certified. There are certifications in air conditioning, furnaces, boilers, and airflow. Our goal is to have ultimately everybody certified in all 4 categories. Due to bringing on new people, you're always working to get them built up to that. But that is our goal, to always have a NATE certified technician in your home doing the work. And it demonstrates a level of professionalism and skill and knowledge for the industry they're working in. Otherwise, there's nothing required by the state that says I can't hire somebody and have them come in off the street, spend one day training them and send them out to do a maintenance. There's just no requirements in the state. So that's our standard, is we want to have them NATE certified.
Excellent. And so, Kevin, like I said a couple minutes ago, we are heading into a new season, and I would be remiss if I didn't ask you, as a homeowner, what are some things I should be thinking about? You know, because when we think about gardening, August 15th to October 15th is kind of a great time to plant grass seed that you can enjoy next season. You're kind of planting those seeds in the ground, and the next season you've got better grass year in and year out. And so I would imagine you could give us a tip or two about what to think about before I turn on the heater, and much like Memorial Day, nothing works and I'm 6 days out wearing 7 coats in my house.
Yep. You know, the most important thing is don't wait until it's, 35 degrees outside and you turn your furnace on and go, oh, it doesn't work. You may not want to turn it on when it's 85 degrees outside, but when we start getting down into the 70s, just turn it over to the heat just to see if it's going to run. Make sure nothing's, failed over the winter time. Sometimes you get a lot of homes have 90% furnaces in them, which are vented out the side. That venting is a neat area that little insects and bugs like to make homes in during the summertime. And, that plugs up the venting, and all of a sudden the furnace doesn't work. That's one of the reasons we put in a special screen on our installs to keep that from happening.
Excellent. Excellent. And Kevin, if people want to reach out to you guys, what's the fastest way for them to get a hold of Schaafsma Heating and Cooling?
Easiest way is call us at 458-7304 or visit us at schaafsma.com.
Kevin Walsh, president of Schaafsma Heating and Cooling. As always, my friend, have a wonderful day.
All right. Thank you, Eric. You as well.